Hey friends, I gotta show you this information. I talk a lot on this show about how people sell products and services in coaching businesses. And one of the main themes you're gonna see in everything I talk about is the importance of building a framework, the importance of focusing on your clients first. And in this show, I wanna show you some examples of that. So the big question is this: how is a tiny percentage of entrepreneurs blow the pack away? What are they doing that we're not? I asked myself that question for 10 years. I was failing forward and getting sick of it. I wanted to build a coaching business, but couldn't make any headway. So I started studying them. I realized that the world's most elite marketers, entrepreneurs, and gurus were all using the same 4-step system. I call it the authority factor. On the show, I'm going to prove to you that the authority factor worked for them and it'll work for you. My name is Ken Dunn. Let's get started. So I'm in the office right now, and I'm reading a book by Brendan Kane, and I have to turn my phone around just to show you it. It's called 1 Million Followers: How I Built a Massive Social Media Following in 30 Days. I'm at a pace right now where I'm reading about 4 books a month, 4 to 5 books a month. And as soon as I opened up this book to start reading it today, I saw a framework. I saw his chapter outline, what was going to happen in the book. And I'm going to tell you right now, I can look at the chapters, the table of contents in any book, and I can tell you if the book is going to be a home run, if I'm going to enjoy it, if I'm going to actually read the whole thing, because I've bought a lot of books that I've gotten through the first couple chapters of, and I've just stopped because they're terrible, and the way they're laid out is ridiculous. I can tell that the author of the book was actually just creating like he should have went to a therapist instead of writing a book. But in this case, it's not the case at all. And I want to actually show you this. I just grabbed my phone. I was so excited to talk to you about this morning, but because I got to show you these examples. But the point I need to make with you first is, if you're building any type of coaching business, you got to get out of your own way. I talk to a lot of people that are starting coaching businesses that are just getting started, and that they're trying to figure out how to make money in their businesses, and they've got these deep passions in them to help other people, but they have a real hard time selling their products and services. And it's easy for me to see on the outside why that's happening. In the most cases, there's really 2 things that are happening. Number one, they are not confident in their communications. The more time and effort that you put into doing what I'm doing right now, just communicating through video, getting comfortable with it, you can feel that confidence in our conversation coming from me. You can tell I'm very, very comfortable in what I'm talking about. That comfort and confidence that I have when it comes to the people listening to the videos or listening to the content, it gives them more confidence in buying. So that's one thing. The other thing is, they're so passionate about helping other people and delivering their information, sharing their thoughts, and making a difference in people's lives, that they rush into it like a bull in a china shop. They don't take the time right up front to say, okay, how do I want to help people? Essentially, here's what you should be doing. You should be saying, okay, in all the years it took me to figure out this problem for myself, because that's why most of us are starting coaching businesses, because we've fixed that thing ourselves, and now we want to help other people with it. In all the time that I spent trying to figure out how to fix this thing myself, what are the things that I did that worked, and what are the things that I did that didn't work? All that stuff should be in your framework. You need to teach the things that didn't work for you as well. But the challenge is this: once you do that, you say, okay, if I'm going to help somebody, I want to do this in the fastest way possible for them. I want to help them in the fastest way possible for them. What's that way? What is that framework? What is that path? What's that journey I'm going to take them on? And you write those things out. That's called a framework. And a framework is basically an overview. A framework will become your content calendar. It's going to become the chapters of a book. It'll become the modules in an online course. And to that point, let me just flip my camera around. I hope this will work. Yep, I think that works okay. So this is, the book is called 1 Million Followers by Brendan Kane. And if you look at his chapter outline, you can see the way this flows here. Chapter 1, how I gained 1 million followers. Chapter 2, target your audience. Chapter 3, choose a message for the masses. Fine tune through social testing. Create shareable content on Facebook. Strategic alliances. Go global. You see how that naturally flows from the beginning to the end? That's what you got to do. Here's another book. I just finished reading this one, $100 million Offers by Alex Hormozi. It's an amazing book. And he's got a really neat outline to it. You can see the way it's all laid out. But again, if you look at the chapter, section 1, how we got here. Section 2, pricing first. Section 3, value, create your offer. Section 4, enhancing your offer. So natural framework. That's the secret. For everything that you do in your business, frameworks lead to millions. You've got to ask yourself, what's that journey I want to take people on? How do I want to get people there? And then what's the result they're going to get from it? It just makes all the difference in the world. And then once you figure out what that framework is for what you're going to sell, test the framework. How do you test the framework? It's really simple. There's lots of ways you could do it. Number 1, start using your framework as a content calendar and publishing content. If the idea of publishing content for you guys is like blowing your minds, it's something that's overwhelming you, and you know, the minute you're rolling your eyes just because I said publish content, then click on that freaking link in the notes for this show that will take you to my content automation workshop. I figured out how to completely automate content, so I just have to shoot a couple videos a week and my virtual assistant does all the rest. The framework, you can test it through putting posts and putting content out there. If people are interested in your post, if you see the likes on the post, if you see the responses to the videos, if you see the comments, that tells you that your framework is working. Put a beta group together. On this channel, you can find lots of videos that explain exactly how to do a beta launch. What that is once you got your framework, instead of like wasting a lot of time writing a book or building an online course, do a beta launch. It's freaking brilliant. What you do, I love beta launches. They're so amazing. All you do is you start posting on social media and you say, look, I've come up with this idea. I've come up with this amazing shortcut for doing X, Y, Z. And I'm looking for a group of people to work with so I can test the theories. I plan to build an online course. I plan to launch new products. But before I do, I want to work with a select group of people for the next 6 weeks on weekly Zoom calls so I can help them to master these skills. But I can get feedback from them and I can find out if it works, if they really like it, and I can get their feedback. Are you guys interested in doing that? I have launched dozens of programs in my career and made millions of dollars. And every one of them, I start with a beta launch. And I give them a discount off of what I'm going to sell the product or the program for later for being part of the beta launch. And in return, they agree to give me feedback and they agree to give me a video testimonial about the program, which is just off the charts unbelievable. But you can see if you start going out now, and listen, if you're going to succeed in business, you need to read books. You just need to get in. You got to just fight with yourself. Find some good books that will really help you to do that. I'll put some links in the notes for this show of some different books that I think will be really easy for you to get excited about and to win with. I'm going to write this right down here so I don't forget. Links of books and the content automation piece for you guys to see. But get in the habit of doing it. When you start looking at books, though, I want you to pay attention. Just look at the table of contents. It blows my mind how many people read books and they don't actually do that. Just take a look at the table of contents and look at the framework that you can actually see right there. And then you'll start to notice the ones that don't do that, how shitty the books are. So friends, the moral to this story today is really simple. If you want to sell more of anything, if you want to start selling tons of really incredible, valuable services in your coaching businesses, start with a framework. Hey friends, thanks for being here on the show today. Listen, if you really enjoyed the show, then I gotta tell you, there are hundreds of other shows just like this that will teach you everything you need to know about building an online business wrapped around helping other people. I focus completely on teaching people how to build coaching businesses. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you know when new shows are live. And because you're here with me right now, as a special invitation, I'm hosting an online workshop where I'm teaching people exactly how to build a coaching business. Well, what I'm going to show you is how I've built an 8-figure coaching business working exclusively right here from my home office. And it's a 4-step system. How to build your following and move those people to your email list and then start selling your products and services to them. If you want to join the workshop, all you have to do is go to authorityfactor.info. I put that URL in the show's notes. Make sure you check it out.